Hi there, my name is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And it's that time of week again. We have to sit around lament. There is another episode of Star Trek Discovery. And I hate watching it. I watched it so I could review it. And my daughter's like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why you hate it? And yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I have to say, listen. I think if you like things like, This Is Us, like really like girly shows, which you're not allowed to say it sounds a girly show, even though it is, this is something you might well enjoy. I think, but probably not, because it's got a lot of science fiction in it, which, generally speaking, isn't that popular amongst the girlies. I mean, not to say, we do not have many female genre fans. We're talking about generalities. We're talking about, the prevailing wave, the norm, as we call it. So yeah, I don't know what they're thinking doing it. We're going to be talking through this abomination. We're going to be talking through the whole thing. I wrote notes as I was watching it. Took me like an hour and a half to watch this bloody thing, because I came up and stopped to write notes and say how freaking bad it is. I don't want to forget anything to recount to you. Fine, so we're going to go there. Before we do that, can I ask you guys, can you hit the subscribe button? My subscribers have been crazy. It went up like 10 and then went down 5 and then went down 5. I don't know. I watch it through. It's actually been really good. The one good thing about the ongoing election, insanity is I stopped obsessing on my subscriber counts. That's even though when eventually I guess normality will return. Although I don't think so. But yeah, eventually normality may return. And if it does, I'd like to look at my subscriber count again. It's very, very healthy. So if you can hit the subscribe button, that'd be really, really good. If you subscribe, of course, you can enter my weekly competitions. The prize this week is being given away on Sunday the 8th. It is. We're doing a watch along of whatever the second in the Daleks of Manhattan double parter is, I think. With the prize is this fantastic Judge Dredd book. It is. Look at that cover. Brian Bolland. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. If you don't know Judge Dredd, this is a fun one. This is all about Judge Dredd's time on the Mega City 1 lunar colony. And it's from, the stories from the entire 40 years of 2018. So it's really cool. Also, Brian Bolland did the cover. This is some of his earliest work. Absolutely fantastic. So all you need to do to win it is subscribe to it now. I've only got about 4 or 5 entries so far. Subscribe to the channel, and in the comments leave the hashtag Dark Side of Dredd. Somebody said in the comments, does it mean there's a light side of Dredd? I would say actually yes. I think Judge Dredd is quite comedic, Anyway, something I didn't find quite comedic, I found just excruciating in every way freaking possible is Star Trek Discovery. I don't even know the name of this episode. Who cares? So it starts off, we have a bit of a recap, which is always a bad idea, because, why are we saying how terrible it is? We have a recap. It's the that red-headed helmswoman with the weird thing in her face, a metal thing, has freaking out about something. Who knows what's going on? Then we have brings up the new character, the incredible 16-year-old. I was like, oh god, it's so, now I know where they're going with it. It's so bad. It's just so freaking bad. Who's also part Trill. So the first time a Trill's been joined with a human. I kind of remember they're having non-Trills joined with humans in Deep Space Nine, sort of. Was it? They had, who was it? I can't remember the name of the actor. It was great. He basically plays evil people a lot. I can't remember what his name is, but they had him as a Trill that stole Dax, I think. I can't remember, but it seemed, there was a whole episode saying that Trills could actually go with anybody, right? Then the symbiotes could go with anyone. I listen again. This is just from my hazy memories of watching it. Anyway, so the Trill in question that's inside the this new character, what it was, Adira, I think is her name. Used to be inside Admiral, whoever it was, the guy from Starfleet, who knows where Starfleet is, but she can't access any of those memories, right? So that's where we start off. So this is a little Ricky Cruz episode in a big way. He's big time in it. The Doctor, whatever it is. So it starts off with this agonizingly pretentious monologue over like this piano and classical music with little Ricky monologuing. No, monologuing, is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. Monologuing. Yeah. So he's terrible at it. He's absolutely awful. Honestly, this sounds a little bit bitchy, but it's true. I couldn't tell if it was if it was him or the black female medical officer, because of course, yeah, there are no white males doing anything good. There are no white males doing anything good in Star Trek Discovery universe, and it's just him droning on. And yeah, I have to tell you, you can be gay. It's okay that you're gay, little Ricky. I get that you're gay. Nobody really minds that you're gay. It's fine. It's 100% cool. But you have to be a faggot as well. Really, what a fag that. Oh God, it was so bad. It was just so freakishly bad. And faggot, by the way, I'm using the Chris Rock definition. That is, you can be a faggot without being gay, which, yes, I believe there are many faggots around. So yes, I agree with you, Mr. Chris Rock. So during his monologue, he talks to the whatever her name is, the redheaded woman, the helmswoman at the beginning, who like freaked out a little bit, and can I help you? Because he's being like, oh my God, they're painting him to be like the most wonderful person ever. Can I help you? But she's she's she refuses to help. She can't deal with it. Why? Why does she refuse to help? Because it's a ship full of overachievers. That's how they describe Discovery. A ship full of overachievers, which is what they always tell themselves they are, because am I talking about the mentality of the people writing and watching this nonsense? Because they can't handle any lack in their life, but they're not really prepared to do much work to get rid of it. Like anyway. So it's a ship full of overachievers. So then we're with the new girl, and they're doing like a medical check on her, and she's fabulous. She can do so many things. She has super science powers. She can speak 7 languages, but she has no memory. No, but this is a whole new plot thread they're adding in about this character. I think maybe they should have established this a little bit earlier. It seems to me, because they didn't establish it in the episode when they introduced her, they're establishing it now. They're just making it up as they go along, right? That she doesn't know anything about her past. She only knows stuff from the last year. She woke up in an escape pod with no memory and the Trill already inside her, right? She has no idea what's going on or how she got there, and she can't access the memories of the Trill. Yeah, okay, fine. Again, it seems like they're making up as they go along, and so they decide to go on a stunning and brave little stroll through the ship. So they're going to Trill. They're going to Trill because they've got the only warp drive ship in the interstellar ship in the universe now, because they got the spore drive. Really, it wasn't saved on a thumb drive anywhere in Starfleet. They said, oh look, we can't use we have this thing that we're not allowed to. It's all so freaking stupid, right? It just is so freaking stupid. Then we got the titles, and oh God, there's nothing about this I like. I don't enjoy any of this at all. And they arrive at Trill, and we got more of these like stupid little servo robots that they put in the titles now, like fixing the ship again, because they just blew it up again because they were stunning and brave. And where do these things come from? And I hate them. They're so not starred. I just hate them it's so dumb, lazy writing. Yeah, I think that's the best way of describing it. Dumb, lazy writing. So then we got Tilly and Stamets. They need to work out together how to make a Stamets replacer so they can use a spore drive without Stamets. So what's so special about Stamets? Couldn't there be anybody do what he did, or at least somebody else with propensity to be able to do what he did and access the mycelial network, and steal the game from whatever his name is. So Tilly has this idea of using dark matter with some technobabble, but Stamets says it can't work, and he cuts her down very, very quickly. So then there's this really, really cringy, oh God, it's so cringe, scene between little Ricky Cruz and Burnham, because he's so wonderful. He was supposed to accompany Adira to the Trill homeworld, right, to the surface. But he says, no, you should do it because she just needs emotional support. I can't, whatever. It's all so awful. And so she goes and tells him, and now we're on this gutsy gal pal adventure. It's like It's really a lot like, what's her name? What's the name of that comic book writer that's awful, that can't sew anything, that always gets jobs? Very, very transy. What used to be called Brian. Now, I can't remember a bloody name. Whatever it is. Anyway. So, Visaggio, Max Visaggio. It's like a Max Visaggio wrote it, right? It's that bad. It's that. Although I tell you, I'm reading this Alex de Campi thing now, skimming through it in 2008. I'm trying to catch up. I got like about two months behind in lockdowns. Weird in 2000 AD, the comic book, right? And so I'm reading this Alex de Campi series. It's awful. It's just like this. It's equally awful. I don't know. There's just this whole glut of like this very, very feminized science fiction adventures. Which I don't know who they're selling them to. I mean, I think publishers are publishing them, or studios are making them to make themselves feel good about themselves, that they're progressive. I don't know who's buying this crap. Anyway, so they're off on this gutsy gal power venture. So the Doc then goes and delivers his wonderfulness to somebody else. He goes and talk to Captain Saru, who isn't really the captain. He's like a subordinate to Michael Burnham, who's the bestest ever. And he says there is doing well physically, but mentally there's a lot of stress. Yes, you come 1,000 years in the future, don't know anywhere, and you've like detached from your entire life, and a bunch of you have been killed. Other than that, you're doing great, right? Other than that. So, yeah, and he talks about how disconnected they feel and how, like, alone. Are they talking about the writers in conjunction with the Star Trek audience, the Star Trek fans, who just openly revile them? Are they talking about that? It kind of feels like they might be, right? It kind of feels like they might be. So fine. So then Burnham and Adira go down to the Trill surface in a shuttlecraft, not transport down. Why? I don't really know why, but okay, that's why. So they meet there. The Trill are all like super nice and lovely until they realize that Adira is a human who has a Trill in it, and they just freak out. They freak out because this is like a real cultural taboo for them, like a real religious cultural taboo for them, and then they find out that the Trill, Adira can't access her Trill memories, which means there's something wrong with the joining. And again, this is such an incredible cultural affront to them. It means the Trill is suffering, it means she's suffering, and so there we go. Yeah, some people say we need a false separation, but we have the nice Trill that says no, we can work it, and then we have the stunning and brave black female leader, because again, it's a leader. We're going to talk about more in a minute. So then, on hearing they have a different cultural understanding about their own personal lives and bodies, right? This is their own lives and bodies. They're upset about. Burnham then lectures them and says they're very, very bad. Life is the only thing that matters, not your silly morality, because it's not like my morality, and my morality is more important because it's the only thing that matters. Because that's the people who are writing this nonsense. That's who they are. So she lets him more. The wise black female leader. He says finds a compromise. But still, she says we're not going to force separate you, which will probably kill you. We're not going to do that, but we're not going to let you go into the Trill pools so you can access either, and you're banished from the planet. You have to go immediately. So I'm getting the feeling, they're even having the black woman joining the white male patriarchy now. So I'm a feeling this is kind of reflective of how they feel like about J.K. Rowling. Betrayed by one of us. I kind of get that feeling. Fine. So they're gonna go sneak into the pools anyway because it's Michael Burnham, and she's turned into what's the name? The one from Lower Decks, Mariner, right? Who couldn't give a crap about anything or anyone other than what she wants, other than herself. So they're gonna sneak in, and then the intolerant Trill come to kill them because she's a complete affront to their culture. I mean, I think it's something akin of, what if there was an incorporeal alien entity that came to Earth and started resurrecting our dead as things to live in, right? As portals to live in, because they have a different moral. And so you have your mother, your rotting corpse of your mother, walking around and doing what whatever this alien wants with her. I think a lot of people would go, I don't think I'm on board for this. I don't think I'm on board. But no, they can only ever see things from their point of view because it is so not Star Trek, right? That is so the antithesis of Star Trek. They only ever see things from their cultural point of view. So they say, no, it's wrong. So the intolerant troll come to kill them. But of course, you have Burnham quickly takes them all down because she's the best as there like every week. How many guys are you gonna beat up and kill this week? They're like it's just so boring and so stupid. I'm just like hoping this is gonna end soon. Fine. So the nice Trill who wants to help them get into the cave comes and helps them. And I think the nice Trill is representing the resistance. A nice Trill is the Californian, who wants to resist the evil patriarchy. I think that's the vibe I got of him. So we got the B plot going on, and it's just a weird one. The B plot going on is Saru is looking for some therapeutic thing for the freaked out crew, right? Because again, I like to think it's an allegory for the production team who is like having a hard time being utterly hated by the audience. So who do utterly hate you, absolutely utterly hate you. So he's looking for something, and he asks the computer. Suddenly the computer goes blah, 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 and there's this like super cool super AI thing appear and starts telling him what to do, advising Saru. And like, what the hell? So he's got this supercomputer who is of course a woman. Of course a woman who tells him what to do. He said, first, let's just give everybody the night off, baby. Give everybody the night off. Have a great time. And then invite the bridge crew to a private dinner, right? And so they can all hang out and have a good time together. So then Saru does this. He speechifies a bit, and it's just cringe. Everything about this episode is cringe to the maximum. It is super, super cringe. So they have this dinner, and he gets them to all like say "I," which is like which is in essence it's a prayer to Michael Burnham, because Michael Burnham is just the greatest thing ever. I challenge you to find anything like this in any other form of Star Trek. Yeah, we have people liking each other, having dinner with each other, but it was never like this cringe fest. And it's like there was like saccharine music and oh god. Basically, again, this show is This Is Us in space, which it means I don't think many people who like This Is Us will like it because they don't like space. And I don't think many people who like space will like it because it's This Is Us. This is for a teeny tiny demographic. Which is borne out in the ratings. But like every time we get some ratings, it's worse and worse and worse. Fine. So they get. So they get all say I, because that's what they said when Michael Burnham said, "Let's go to the future." I. They say it as a prayer. Adira's in the goes to the Trill pool. Okay, fine. God, when he gets in there, it's so bad. So it's. I always know what's going on with this. Like, why did they have this stunning and brave super child? What they're going for there. And I guess the writers hang out on Twitter, and they the only people who don't think they're complete arse clowns are 16-year-olds who believe in the same nonsense that they do, because this is before people have to grow up and get jobs. So I guess that's who they're trying to appeal to. That seems to me, the kiddie market. And again, don't think it's working out too well. So the dinner is just super cringe, where everybody hangs out together. They start doing haikus and going round, and when you get to the red-headed chick, she is still losing it big time, and she has this massive row with Stamets. Does this haiku about Stamets' blood in the med bay. I can't, whatever. It was just bad, right? It was just bad. They had this massive fight, right? This massive fight, and everything blows up. And then we cut back to the Trill pools, right? And Adira's freaking out, and as all the leaders come and say, "What the you doing?" Well, again, just imagine that somebody had resurrected your dead mother's corpse as a vessel for a non-corporeal alien. Just imagine that happened. And then was using your mother's dead corpse to have sex with, right? Now imagine that. So culturally, that's what's going on, right? And they go, what the hell? What the hell? And then Burnham's like, no, we're right and you're wrong. No. So then they go, oh well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and they agree with her. Let's forget you're using my dead corpse of my mother to have sex with in front of me. Let's forget that, and let's help you do that. So then that's basically what they do. Burnham goes into the pool to find Adira, who had got sucked into it and vanished somehow. My first question is, why not have like a train join Trill, like go and try and connect with her and explain what's going on? No, Michael Burnham, because Michael Burnham is the bestest ever. The best choice for everything ever. So Burnham enters this I don't know, this mental realm, mental realm where they've been sucked down to, and she finds Adira, and there's all these like little tendrils or strings or whatever, and she's like, oh, they keep trying to connect me. And said, no, and Burnham works it out because Burnham's the best as ever. She said, no, these are your symbiote memories trying to connect with you. So she touches them, right? And we get more pretentious music, more like glow, glowing TV. Oh god, it's so bad. And so she acts as her memories, and now this is where a awful episode gets like 100 times worse. 100 times worse. So the symbiote was her boyfriend, right? And so I'm assuming maybe she was maybe they lived a whole life and they're older. No, these are a couple of 16-year-olds. These are a couple of 16-year-old kids, and they're acting like they've been married for like 50 years. Like they're a couple of kids. I guess that's who they're trying to appeal to. I don't know. Fine. So they were on this big generational ship trying to find Starfleet, which is where and her boyfriend is a Trill, and he's about to be joined with the guy who was the admiral, right? And so they join, and he's all like playing cello and everything afterwards, and he's like, no, it's still me, I'm still wonderful, I'm still non-binary. Yeah, no, this must be the non-binary character, right? They're all like, oh yay, I'm so non-binary, yay. Then she gets to the point where she's going to give them a gift, and it's in a box, right? And the box, he freaks out. No, go box! And she runs away. I can't see the memory. It's too terrible. I can't see it. It becomes very clear very quickly that this is in fact a mystery box. It's a mystery box, right? You can't get more J.J. Abrams than a freaking mystery bloody box. And so we get a little bit more wide-eyed acting from Burnham. Like, oh, honey child, you gotta gotta do a bit of that. Convince her to, and she opens the mystery box, which is a memory box. And he remembers giving it to him, and it's like, I don't know, a tapestry or something of their love, of their life together. They're like, what, 2-3 weeks dating, because they're the most mature 16-year-olds. So stupid. It's so stupid. It's beyond belief, right? So we got that going on, and they kiss. Oh, it's so beautiful. And as they're kissing, you can see a massive meteorite pummeling towards their exact window, right? Hits the ship, destroys the ship, kills the guy, and the ship's computer says, "Oh, we can put the symbiote in you to save him, save the memories." And then they put her in a shuttle, and next thing you know, she's waking up, right? You don't see her being put in the shuttle. That's her mystery. Her 16-year-old boyfriend of a million years, capable, I guess everything about it is stupid. But when you check them, you get to see all the Trill incarnations, and you get to see the Starfleet general, who is like this smiling buffoon. It's essentially Santa Claus, Starfleet general, Starfleet admiral. All he does is smile there like a buffoon. It's okay. Although he's white, which I was quite surprised. Or maybe he wasn't. I really wasn't paying that much attention. Fine. So lots of inspirational music. And I'm going, this is shit! This is the worst shit I've ever seen. Oh, it's so bad. And they wake up in the trill pool, and even though it's all, they just desecrate everything. They had sex in front of you. Using your mother's corpse. Okay, it's all everything's okay, everything's fine now. And now Adira is the future, and she can speak the names of her previous trill because she is joined. And their religious views, their cultural views was wrong, proved wrong. And now they get the religious fundamentalists to apologize. This is such wish fulfillment. You know, the all those people who cling onto their Bibles and their guns, which are Bubba described them. You know, all they ever want to do is them to be apologize and say, "Oh no, we were wrong." And you're maybe they're not wrong. Maybe like it's just I hate this obnoxious, evil propaganda. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So. Lots of warm smiling between each other. The black woman leader says she was so stunning and brave. She saved all of Trill forever. Z's, just stay with us and we can work out how to do things in the future. Oh, please. But no, Adira says she, even though she's the future, she says I'm going to go off with the disco crew because they booked me for 12 episodes. So I guess that's what's going to happen. So then we got to deal with the aftermath or the big dinner argument. Tilly comes on and said, "Yeah, this is just like Tuesday in my house." Tilly is the only character. And Saru. Well, Saru this season's been a bit agonizingly bad. I mean, it's a great performance by Doug Jones, but he's just so smug daddy. You know, got that smug daddy thing going. I can't stand it. The red-headed chick finally cracks and goes to talk to the good Dr. Little Ricky Cruz, so she can unburden herself with her post-traumatic stress disorder. And it ends up with the whole crew watching a Buster Keaton movie together. I think it's Buster Keaton. And they bond, all laughing, and then the red-headed girl apologizes. Then Stamets apologizes to Tilly. Everybody hugs, it's wonderful, it's so good. So the Sphere Data is now apparently sentient. Because they made a nice sentient AI, not the bad one in the Toxic Male. Leela is now sentient. From last year, they have the coordinates to Starfleet, and Adira can now play the cello like a 16-year-old boyfriend. And then right at the end, we get a sting that she can still see and hear her 16-year-old boyfriend. That's bad. Nobody else can. And that's about it, really. Yeah, that's it. It was. Oh God, it's so bad. I hope I get a bunch of views for this video because I put so much effort into not hitting myself in the face repeatedly while watching it. It is so bad. There you go. So that's Star Trek Discovery Season 3, Episode 4. Who gives a shit what it's called? My name is Cena Beck and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.